Namaste everyone. Welcome to 7th lecture of surface areas and volumes. This is Rajesh. In this lecture we are going to see the remaining problems of exercise 13.3. This exercise is related with conversion of solid from one shape to another shape. Now let us go to problem 6. Problem is how many silver coins 1.75 centimeter in diameter and thickness 2 mm must be melted to form a cuboid of dimension 5.5 centimeter into 10 centimeter into 3.5 centimeter. So we have given silver coin of diameter 1.75. We have few silver coins which we melt and form a cuboid. So for silver coin, diameter is given 1.75, so radius will be 1.75 divided by 2 centimeter. Height is 2 mm, that is 0.2 centimeter. And for the cuboid, we have length 5.5 centimeter, breadth 10 centimeter and height 3.5 centimeter. Number of silver coins we have to find out. Let us consider that we have n silver coins. So since n silver coins are melted and form a cuboid, we will say that volume of n silver coin will be equals to volume of cuboid. That is n into volume of one silver coin is equals to volume of cuboid. That gives me n is equals to volume of cuboid divided by volume of one silver coin. Now let us put the respective formula. Volume of cuboid is LBH. Volume of one silver coin is pi r square h. We will put their values. So value of L is 5.5, B is 10 and H is 3.5. So 5.5 into 10 into 3.5 whole divided by 22 divided by 7 into 1.75 divided by 2 into 1.75 divided by 2 into 0.2. Now you can cancel these terms like this 2 you cancel with 22, you will get 11 here. Now this 11 you can cancel this with 5.5, you will get 0.5. Now this 7 you can cancel with this 1.75, it is 0.25, right? 7 2s are 14 and then 35, 7 5 the 35. You can cancel this 2 with this 0.2, you will get 0.1. You can cancel this 0.1 with this 0.5 which you got here and you will get 5. So like that you can calculate the value of n you will get is 5 into 10 into 3.5 divided by 0.25 into 1.75. If you have any other method for cancellation, you can use that. Now 10 divided by 0.25 gives me answer as 40. This 5 into 3.5 gives me 17.5. So I will write n as 17.5 into 40 divided by 1.75. That gives me value of n as 400. So I will say that required number of silver coin is 400. Now let us see the next question. 7th question. A cylindrical bucket 32 centimeter high and with radius of base 18 centimeter is filled with sand. So we have a cylindrical bucket. This bucket is completely filled with sand. Now this bucket is emptied on the ground and a conical heap of sand is formed. So I have transformed all the sand from this bucket to the ground and I got one conical heap. The height of this conical heap is 24 centimeter and radius and slant height of the heap we have to calculate. So we have to calculate slant height as well as radius. So for cylindrical bucket we have given radius 18 centimeter and height is 32 centimeter. For conical heap I know height, radius and slant height that we have to find out. Now since all the sand of the bucket is emptied on the ground in the form of conical heap, we will say that volume of conical heap is equals to volume of cylindrical bucket. Now we will put their formulas. So 1 by 3 pi r square h is equals to pi capital R square capital H. I want a small r, so I will move keep this r square on left hand side and move rest of the terms. So r square is equals to 3 capital R square capital H divided by h. We put their respective values. So 3 into 18 into 18 into 32 divided by 24. Now this 24, 3 8s are 24 and 8 r 4s are 32. So I get r square as 18 into 18 into 4. Now I have to find r. So see this 18 into 18, you can write this as 9 into 2, this 9 into 2 into 4. So ultimately you get 9 square into 4 square. So I will say that r square is equals to 9 into 4 36 the whole square. That gives me the value of r as 36. So we have got radius, we have got height. Now we can find slant height using Pythagoras theorem. So by Pythagoras theorem we will say that L is equals to root of r square plus h square. Let us put respective values of r and h. Value of r is 36, value of h is 24. So I have L is equals to square root of 36 square is 1296 and 24 square is 576. I will get square root of 1872. Now you can find square root of 1872 by two methods. You already know how to calculate. One is by their prime factorization and another is by long division method. So we are using here the factorization method. We will first divide this 1872 by a prime number, least prime number we can say. So by 2 we divide, we get 936. Again this is divisible by 2, we get 468. Again we divide by 2, we get 234. 234 is again divisible by 2, we get 117. Now 7 plus 2, 9, so it is divisible by 3. So we divide by 3, get 39. Again it is divisible by 3, we get 13. Now see here, we have 2 into 2, 1 pair, 2 into 2, 1 pair, and 3 into 3, 1 pair. So 2 into 2 into 3, that is 12 root 13 will be square root of 1872. So I will say that square root of 1872 as 12 root 13 centimeter. So I got slant height, I got radius. So I will say that radius of conical heap is 36 centimeter and slant height is 12 root 13 centimeter. Now eighth problem is water in a canal 6 meter wide and 1.5 meter deep is flowing with a speed of 10 km per hour. How much area will it irrigate in 30 minutes if 8 centimeter of standing water is needed? So little difficult problem. What we have one canal. Now canal is somewhat cuboidal shape. You have its breadth as 6 meter and its height as 1.5 centimeter. Now it is flowing at a speed of 10 km per hour. So speed 10 km per hour indicates that the water in the canal flows 10 km in 1 hour. That means if water is flowing in the ground, then water of 10 km length will flow in the ground, right, in the field you can say. So if water is flowing for 1 hour, we can consider its length of the cuboid as 10 km. Now here it is given that area it irrigate in 30 minutes. So time is given 30 minutes and for the field we have given their height and we have to find area. So let us see first what is given. For canal width is given and depth is given. For irrigated field height is given and area we have to find out. So we first convert them in 1 unit. So as most of the things are in meter, I convert height in meter. So 8 centimeter is 0.08 meter. Now area I have to find out. Now length of canal, as I discussed, length of canal in 1 hour is 10 km. So length of canal in 30 minutes will be 5 km. That is 5000 meter. So in 30 minutes, the volume of water in the canal which flows in the field will have length of 5000 meter, breadth as 6 meter and depth as 1.5 meter. And all this water will go in the field. So we will say that volume of water from canal in 30 minutes will be equals to volume of water in the field, and we put respective formulas. So here in 30 minutes the amount of water that will flow is 5000 into 6 into 1.5, and the water which will go in the field will be area into depth, that is A into 0.08. So area will be 5000 into 6 into 1.5 divided by 0.08. Now I can multiply by 100 so that it will become 8 in the denominator and then cancel. So I got area as 5,62,500 meter square. So I will say that canal will irrigate 5,62,500 500 meter square area in 30 minutes. I hope you understand this problem. Okay. So let us move to the final problem, ninth problem. A farmer connects a pipe of internal diameter 20 centimeter from a canal into a cylindrical tank in her field. So we have a pipe whose diameter is 20 centimeter. Now from this pipe I am collecting water in a tank which is cylindrical in shape, having 10 meter diameter and 2 meter height. If the water flows through the pipe at a rate of 3 km per hour, in how much time will the tank be filled? Now this problem is little bit similar to problem number 8. Okay, here again the length is 3 km for 1 hour. Now time we don't know, but we know that we have to fill this tank completely. That means we can, now for this cylinder we have given height as well as diameter, so we can find volume. So that means we know how much volume of water we need. Time we don't know, so let us assume that time as t. So here for pipe radius is 10 centimeter, that is 0.1 meter. Rate of flow of water is 3 km per hour, it is given. And for cylindrical tank, radius will be 5 meter and height will be 2 meter. Now let us take the tank will be filled by pipe in t hours. So length of water in pipe in t hours will be 3000 t, right? Because 3 km is 3000 meter, 3000 meter in 1 hour. So in t hour it will be 3000 t. Time we have taken here in hours. Okay. So we will say that volume of water flow by pipe in t hours will be equals to volume of tank. Now volume of water flow by pipe in t hours will be volume of that cylindrical pipe. So I will put the formula as pi small r square h. Here the value of h is 3000 t is equals to pi capital R square capital H. Now pi we can cancel. We get r square h small r square small h is equals to capital R square capital H. I put respective values first. Value of r is 0.1, so 0.1 square into 3000 t is equals to 5 square into 2. So I will keep t on left hand side and move rest of the terms on right hand side. So I will get t is equals to 5 into 5 into 2 divided by 0.1 into 0.1 into 3000. Now this gives me value of t as 5 by 3. Now this 5 by 3 is in hours. So better I multiply this by 60 and convert it in minute. I get 100 minute, right? So I will say that tank will be filled in 100 minute. So we have done with all the problems of exercise 13.3. I hope you understand all the problems. Thank you.